Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, February 12th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFSChapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. So, NFL is officially done, right? So what that means is that now we're gonna get a lot of the we're gonna get a lot more people, a lot more NBA people coming in. Because usually what happens is there's the diehards, like the guys and girls that were already here. Then you get the people that only play one sport at a time. So now that NFL is over, a lot of people are gonna come in for NBA, which is good. That coupled with a comment I received in my last video where someone said that they only watched half the video, but they were lost. They didn't know what to do. I didn't know if they meant that as if they wanted me to give them the players to play, or if they were just genuinely confused. But I had a little bit of time to think about it, so this is what I'm gonna do with it. So with newer people coming in, fresh off of NFL, and with my guy in the comments being confused, today we're gonna build a lineup. Now that's not something I don't think I'm gonna be doing all the time. However, I get a lot of likes. If it's helping you, maybe once a week, something like that, we'll wing it. But we will be building a lineup for Monday's slate. So let's start with point guard, Luka Magic. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta play him. This motherfucker's putting up 80 points like it's no tomorrow. You gotta play him. 68, 36, 80, 79, 56. The thing is, if you don't play Luka and he goes for 80, you lose. Simple as that. So when you run your crunches, Luka pops up all the time. If you run 3, 4, 5, 6 crunches, Luka's in all of them. I already know. It's for a reason. The guy has 80, 90 point upside. He's 12K. He's still a little bit too cheap, to be honest with you. You got to play him. You got to find value and play him. Donovan Mitchell's been playing well. Philly's nothing without Embiid. They're not the same team. Donovan Mitchell should tap dance all over them. Curry, I've been telling you about Curry for 2 weeks. See, this and I'm not trying to be mean, but I've been saying to play Curry for 2 weeks. So if you're watching my videos, you know Curry's a heavy staple in my lineups. So that's one of your spend-ups right there. I've also been saying play Luka a lot. That's another one of your spend-ups right there. I go through these videos and I take time on players that I especially like, and I go through why I like them, and I say the same shit every video for people that are new, or if it's somebody's first time watching a video. So there's really no way you could watch my video and say you don't know what to do unless you're looking for me to just give you the plays. And I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. I don't give a shit. Like, it is what it is. I'm here to help you win at DFS. Brunson, what I've been saying about Brunson, play Brunson. He's finally getting priced with some respect. He's a touch too cheap for his ceiling without Julius Randle. I skipped over Trae Young. Trae Young is averaging like 27 and 12. He's obvious. 9.6, he's too cheap. Everybody's too cheap right now. You see what I'm saying? Tyrese Maxey. I'm not a believer in Tyrese Maxey. I'm really not. 60, 41, 27, 22, 50. It might be a coincidence that when I play him, he wets the bed, but I'm not a believer. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's very good. When I say I'm not a believer, I don't believe he could put Philly on his back and keep him afloat. That's what I mean when I say I'm not a believer. I could be wrong, though. Kyrie's questionable. His thumb. He's probably gonna play. Kyrie's in play, but when you have the guys up top, you're not really gonna be looking at a Kyrie for 8,800. He has an amazing matchup, and he'll be less popular. That's the two key. That's the two pros. Dame Dollar, he's an okay play. He's not going to be one of my first lineups. Halliburton, is Halliburton still on a minute limit? 30. He's up to 30. I'll be honest with you. 8,600 30 minutes. That's very doable. Against Charlotte, he could probably put up 35 fantasy points at half. Charlotte's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they only got one guy. They got two guys, but only really one guy that really seems like he wants to win. I think Miles Bridges is a fucking Laker in the summer, so I don't know what's going on in Charlotte, but we'll see. Oh, Dinwiddie. Remember I said Dinwiddie might be going to Dallas? Well, he went to LA. It is what it is. Hopefully a change of scenery could bring him back. Scotty Barnes is in play. I know we had a good game last game. Great matchup against the Spurs. Last 5 games, 43, 33, 32, 46, and 60. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need Big Scotty to find himself because he's acting unusual. I'm used to him putting up 50s every game. Jamal Murray could be a very sneaky play, 8,200. If that's a close game, which it should be, then Jamal Murray should be able to pay off that 8,200. Jalen Green, fresh off of a very good fantasy game without Van Vliet, without Sengun. He's been more aggressive. We should use that to our advantage. 8K is more appropriate for what he needs to be. Murray's in play. Kobe White's in play. McCollum, quickly all in play. Amen Thompson is 6,700. Very dangerous. He's in play. But I mean, my man is $100 off of Van Vliet. What a time to be alive. Last 5, 38, 21, 44, 24, and 32. Range of outcome is pretty wide. 6,700. You're looking for 35 fantasy points, minimum. Vassell, Garland, Podziemski, Tyus Jones, Trey Jones, the Jones brothers. Everybody's in play. Jordan Poole is not in my player pool, and I'm not trying to rhyme. I can't count on Jordan Poole to wipe his own ass. How can I count on him to give me fantasy points? Proof and point. 44, 20, 11, 31, and 26. His range of outcomes is worse than the rookies. This is crazy. Man, 5,600. Last year, he was 9K when Curry wasn't on the court. To some, no 54 if he starts, he's in play. Caruso, take a shot. Alec Burks, take a shot, 5,200. LeVert, Caleb Martin, I'm lying. Cody Martin's in play. McBride, if he starts, you could take a shot. Trey Mann, 27 minutes, he's in play. If they want to run him to see what he can do, he's absolutely in play. Don't forget what he used to do in Oklahoma when he got opportunity. The rest of these guys, I'm not going to be touching unless we get some type of news. If I was absolutely desperate, gun to my head, Chris Dunn. Scottie Pippen if he starts. Maybe 6 weeks ago, I went on a little rant about people saying that Derrick Rose is a good fantasy play. And I said, what the fuck are they smoking? Derrick Rose can't stay on the fucking court. Derrick Rose hasn't finished the game. I don't think he's finished the game this season. Maybe one. I don't get it. So many better plays. If Scottie Pippen starts, he's absolutely in play. I'd be ranting and raving about Scottie Pippen Jr. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you guys so many plays. I've been talking about this guy for 3 weeks. Two-way players from Memphis. If Scottie Pippen starts, play him. I say this shit every video. How do we not know who to play? He played 29 minutes. He put up 31 fantasy points. He played 27 minutes. He put up 34 fantasy points. I don't know what else I could do. You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen's too cheap if he starts. He's actually a lock if he starts. That's how good he is. Fantasy-wise. I'm not talking about real life on the court. I don't give two fucks about that. I'm talking about fantasy-wise. Who's going to help you win money? That's what I'm here for. Shooting guard. Brandon Ingram, low-key, you've been fucking up some of my tickets because he's been having some good games. 38, 68, 37, 46, 37 fantasy points. He's gonna need a little bit more than the 30s if you're gonna pay 8,100. 8,100, you're looking for 50 fantasy points from him. So I play him when Zion is out usually. He's in play. DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo looking like a star. 8K, very consistent. He's absolutely in play. Brandon Miller. I think he had like a 1 or 2 down games. I don't mind. He still got that dog in him. Last 5 games, 52, 52, 31, 31, 27. He's 7,300. Give me 40. Fire Brandon Miller up. I've been talking about Brandon Miller for 3 weeks. I've been talking about the same guys for 3 weeks, and I play the same guys. So you're not watching my video. Now that I'm doing this video, and I'm going back over all my videos, I'm convinced if you don't know what to do, you're not really watching the video. Especially if you said you only watched half of it. That shit is blowing my mind right now. Because everybody that I recommend hits. You know what I'm saying? RJ Barrett, 7K. Fire his ass up, too cheap. Sexton, you could take a shot. I don't really like Utah guys besides marketing because they all share minutes. They all play about 24 minutes. Now, last 5 games for Colin Sexton, he's been playing about 25 minutes. He put up 36, 35, 24, 19, and 37 fantasy points. That's amazing, but 6,600 is a big number because if he doesn't hit value, your whole ticket is compromised. Unless you got Luka and Luka goes for 90. Kelly Oubre, 64, he's in play. Vince Williams, 62. He's in play, but I'll be honest with you. New Orleans is a tough place for fantasy points. I always say that. Bogdan, 59, you could take a shot. Neesmith's in play. I don't need Tim Hardaway Jr. Klay Thompson, listen. I've been saying not to play Klay Thompson for 6 weeks. 19, 26, 23, 27, and 13 fantasy points. He's shooting awful. He has no confidence, and he can't even hold it in. I'm not knocking him. I'm just telling you why I'm not playing him. If you want to play Klay Thompson, you shove Klay Thompson up your ass. I'm just not playing him right now. You know, he's having a tremendous meltdown. You know what I'm saying? A mental breakdown. This ain't even just like physical. There used to be a player for the Knicks named John Starks. He used to go on horrendous shooting sprees, but it was never to the point where it seemed mental. You know, he just was missing the shots. This shit right here is different. He looks like he's about to jump off a bridge. You feel me? I'm not playing Klay Thompson right. He's about to get benched soon anyway. If Golden State is serious about trying to get in the playoffs, they're going to have to bench him, to be honest with you. They should have traded his ass. I would have traded Klay Thompson for 2 bags of tropical Skittles, a big bag of Twizzlers, and a box of Hi-C fruit drink. All right, let's continue with this shit. Klay Thompson, no thank you. Who else is here? Dylan Burks, you could take a shot. Luke Kennard, I'm not really interested in, but you could take a shot. Trey Murphy, if Zion Williamson is out, you could take a shot. Mathurin's always in play. Beasley, no thank you. I know Beasley's had a few good games, but I don't chase game logs. Con Char, if he starts, he's okay, but I'm not too thrilled. Koulibaly's probably going to start if Marvin Bagley can't go, but I never get Koulibaly right. I played him, actually, the game he put up 70.75 fantasy points. How you think I feel about him? I ain't going to lie to you. If I see him in the street, I'm going to backhand him. Who else is here? The rest of these guys I can't play. Connington is washed. McGowan's I would play if he started and I knew he was getting minutes, but we don't know. We don't got crystal fucking balls. If I knew he was going to get 25 minutes, I'd play him. Pat Beverly thinks he's a fucking... I don't know who the fuck Pat Beverly thinks. Pat Beverly thinks he's Magic Johnson. The rest of you guys I probably can't play right now, to be honest. All right. Okay. All right. Small forward. Miles Bridges. Absolute Superior matchup. Fire him in. Fire him up. Marketed 8,400 in play. Siakam 79 in play. Tobias Harris. I might jump off that boat, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of other players in better spots. Tobias last 4 games, 30, 39, 27, 39. I mean, the last 2 months he's been consistent. Last 6 weeks, so I'm not knocking him, but I don't think I'm going to get to him. We'll see. We're going to build a lineup shortly. Josh Hart, you could take a shot. Buddy Hield in play. Sadiq Bey is in the player pool, but I'm not really interested. Abdia, you could take a shot. Last 5. 27, 32, 23, 49, and 46. Clarkson, I'm not really interested in. I'm not really interested in anyone on Utah besides Markkanen. Neesmith, Keldon Johnson, they're okay. Sohan's okay. Strus. Wiggins is absolutely in play at 5,100, to be honest. He's a little bit too cheap. He's been playing better. DeAndre Hunter, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in Herbert Jones. Crowder, I'm not really interested in. I know I got to play somebody, but I'm not really interested in these guys right now. All right, before we go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. All that stuff is very important. If you want me to do lineup builders more often, make sure you hit the like button also. Now, if you're struggling to cash, you need help with your lineups, you want me to build you lineups and send it to you before lock, no problem. You can check out my Patreon, linked in the description. I'll be very honest with you. People are paying, this site's offering simulations, right? Lineup simulations for like $300, $400 a month just to build lineups. My NBA lineup, my NBA tier, my regular NBA tier is $25 for the month. So you can pay what you want to pay for, do what you want to do, but you'll get lineups sent to you for $25 a month, and that's my NBA main slate tier. You feel me? Check out the Patreon link in the description. All right, let's go to power forward. Mr. Giannis. 84, 62, 55, 31, and 47, and 42 fantasy points. The thing with the iteration of this Milwaukee Bucks team is sometimes he don't have to go crazy. Giannis taking 14 and 10 shots is very concerning to me, because at 11.7K for his salary, you need monster nights out of this guy. If he's taking 10 and 14 shots, you're not going to get there. You know what I'm saying? On a slate with Luka, and you know Luka's going to take 25 shots, Giannis might be irrelevant, to be honest with you. If you're playing single entry, I'm not going to play Giannis. If you're playing 10 lineups, I'll throw him in 1 or 2. But Luka's the priority, because you don't know which Giannis you're going to get. You feel me? Wemby's in play 8.9K. It looks like Pirtle's pretty decent. He's not known for defense, but he's pretty decent. I was going to say they don't have no one in the middle to stop Wemby. Pirtle can't stop Wemby. Probably can't even slow him down, but he can't clog up the lane. Wemby should have his way. Jaren Jackson Jr., 8,300. He's in play. DeRozan's in play against Atlanta. Good matchup. Kuzma's in play, 7,500. Jalen Johnson, 74. In play, if Zion is out, Brandon Ingram, McCollum, Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, Valanciunas all get bumps. Kuminga's in play. Achua's in play. Mobley's in play. Mobley's too cheap. I think he's up to 30 minutes now. What is his limit? 27. He's absolutely in play at 6,800. Okongwu, 66, is in play. John Collins has been playing well, but I'm not going to pay $6,400 for Collins when I got Achua, Mobley, and Okongwu right next to him. Bobby Portis is like last man in, but I doubt I get to him. Jabari Smith Jr. is fine if Sengun is out again. I haven't checked that far. Draymond Green thinks he's Wilt Chamberlain. Wow, 5,900. Probably in play. He's in the player pool definitely. If he's my last man, then fine. Gordon is fine. PJ Washington, I like PJ Washington in Dallas. 24 minutes, 25 fantasy points. They need to start him in Dallas and stop playing around. They're fucking around over there with Maxi Kleber. What the fuck is a Maxi Kleber? All right, who's next? Aldama's fine. GG Jackson off the bench is fine. Bobby Brown, Bruce Brown, Bobby Brown. I'm sorry. Bruce Brown is playing how many minutes? 20 minutes, 22, 20, 22? Nah, not enough for me. Not on a 9-game slate. You play Bruce Brown, you're going to fuck around and get smoked. All right, who else is here? Kispert, you could take a shot. He's been playing better. Grant Williams, you could just chuck in the trash. I don't even know how he's in the NBA. I'm be honest with you guys. I'm better than Grant Williams. All right, who else is here? All right, let me just check Sengun real quick. I don't like to skip ahead, but I need to see about Sengun. Sengun is questionable. All right, well, if Sengun is out again, you could go back to Jeff Green and Jabari Smith. No problem. There's your value right there, 4,300. The rest of these guys, I'm not going to be touching, to be honest with you. All right, let's go to center. Let's build the lineup. I didn't forget y'all. Don't forget, like the video, thumbs up, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Jokic, 11-5 in play. You can pivot from Luka to Jokic, but Luka's in a different stratosphere right now. 76, 81, 53, 59, and 49 for Jokic last 5 games. I don't mind if you wanna pivot from Luka to play Jokic, but probability of Jokic outscoring Luka is probably not that high. I say Luka outscores Jokic more times than Jokic outscores Luka. You feel me? Sengun 9K back issue, so we can't call it so early. If Sengun is out, we already know what we're doing. Vooch 79 in play. Jared Allen 7,200 in play. I don't know what Paul Reed is going to do with Mobley and Allen, but he better figure it out. If Hartenstein doesn't go, you got to fire up Achua again. If Zion can't go, you're going to fire up Valanciunas. Pirtle is absolutely always in play. I haven't played Brook Lopez since like November. And the rest, and Nick Richards, he's out of my player pool. He doesn't really come to work every night. I'm not going to say he doesn't come to work. It's just Charlotte doesn't play through him. They don't need to play through him. Sometimes he has good games, and sometimes he doesn't. He doesn't take a lot of shots. Last 5 games, 26, 18, 15, 32, and 26. That can't be my starting center. My starting center need to put up numbers. You feel me? Gafford 56. He's gonna get his numbers playing with Luka, but he's not gonna start. If he starts, I like Gafford in Dallas. But if they start Kleber or Powell and then they bring him off the bench, I don't really like that. I want him to start. He put up 32 minutes. 32 minutes. He put up 32 fantasy points in 17 minutes. You feel me? Like, that's not gonna happen all the time. But he's gonna get a lot of easy looks playing with Luka. So if Gafford starts, he's a very good play. So just keep your eye on Gafford in the starting lineup. Okay, let's build this lineup real quick. All right. There's a few people that stood out for me, so let me just plop them in, and then what I'll do is I'll work around that. RJ Barrett is too cheap against San Antonio. Brandon Miller, great matchup against Indiana. Fast-paced environment. So let me put in Barrett. Let me put in Miller. Honestly, Mobley's a little bit too cheap. Achua, if there's no Hartenstein, you got to play him. All right, what do we got? 5,400 left. 5,400 left. 5,400 left. So we got Brandon Miller, we got Barrett, we got Mobley, we got Achua, and Okongo against Chicago. Pirtle against the Spurs. Pirtle is 63. We put him at center. Jeff Green, if there's no, let me put in Pirtle. I'm putting Pirtle. If PJ Washington or Gafford starts for Dallas, I'm gonna really like them. But these 5 guys are really light. They're a little bit too underpriced for their matchups. Brandon Miller, RJ Barrett, Evan Mobley, Jakob Poeltl, Precious Achiuwa is a good play. If Hartenstein is out, he's a great play. All right, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hope you had a profitable Super Bowl or profitable weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you want me to do another lineup builder video sometime down the road, make sure you like the video. Check out the Patreon linked in the description for the discounted NBA main tier. And I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.